and this plan is true. The statue is historically inaccurate, failing to properly pay reverence to several of the defenders who gave their lives for the ideals of liberty, and this plan plans to honor them. There are those who are concerned that the city's agenda is to remove the statue. The lease between the city and the state doesn't allow that, and instead protects the cenotaph. This legislation will stop the implementation of the Alamo master plan. Delay only serves to take away from the Alamo's efforts to focus on the historical 1836 battle. The volunteers and the Alamo Endowment Board, we ask that you realize that this legislation stalled the development of a new world-class museum for the world's largest exhibit on the Texas Revolution. The Board of the Alamo Trust and I ask you not to pass HB 1836, which reclaiming the original 1836 battlefield. It will delay. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Wilson. We got, next is going to be Maggie Wright.
My name is Maggie Wright, and I'm here on behalf of myself, and I am for the bill, and I want to thank you, Chairman Cyrier, and all of the committee members, and for Representative Biederman for this bill, 1836. The Alamo is really close to my heart. Usually I'm out as a grassroots with the life bills or the Second Amendment or doing something else, but this is close to my heart. I'm a seventh generation Texan. I'm a member of the Daughters of the Republic of Texas, and I've never known the Alamo without the cenotaph there. I'm 73 years old, and it has always been there since I, have visited. And to look at it, and you just fathom that the story is carved in stone, and that story has to be told because people will say, "What are all these names? Who are these people?" And we have to have it there to tell the story of the Alamo. I had an ancestor that fought the Battle of San Jacinto. These men at the Alamo gave Sam Houston 13 days to prepare his army to win that battle for Texas so that we could become a Republic of Texas. These men at the Alamo, they shed their blood and they fought. No one was ever going to die. They still did it for Texas. So I ask to move this bill forward for our Alamo and our cenotaph. Thank you.
Yep, that's Miss Maggie.
And it looks like Ruth York. A few more here testifying, or is that just so far? Ms. York, if you don't mind saying your name and who you represent, looks like yourself, and then your position on this bill.
Yes. So I'm Ruth York. I am Vice President of the Tea Party Patriots of Eastern County, but I'm speaking for myself, and I am in support of HB 1836. About a year ago, I became a member of the Daughters of the Republic of Texas. I myself never labored in the Alamo for its protection and preservation, but family members spent years lovingly and tirelessly working to support it, doing fundraisers, selling spoons, making sure the daughters, as they were known, would always be there to perpetuate this simple monument to Texas spirit. So, Doris, Nan, Ross, Rock, Johnston, this is for you and yourself. The Alamo and Cenotaph are already the #1 tourist attraction in Texas. It is a simple, unadorned, silent witness to the spirit of freedom. But people resonate to that because it's real. It doesn't look like a theme park. It hasn't been made plastic. I think that's one of the reasons that it's the #1 tourist attraction here. The plan to reimagine the Alamo and move the cenotaph have been dogged by murky processes, unanswered questions, and lack of respect for the wishes of the people of Texas. The Alamo and the Cenotaph should belong to every Texan. They are not the toys of the city of San Antonio or the land commissioner for political or personal gain. I support this bill and hope you will.
Is there anyone here who wishes to testify on, for, or against committee substitute to HB 1836? Chair recognizes Representative Biederman to close on the committee substitute to HB 1836.
Chairman and committee members, I really appreciate Daniel Miller's advice to us. This is just to put a pause. The original bill was permanent, but this is just to put a pause. And if there's anybody in this room that doesn't feel the Alamo deserves a pause in order not to change the future history of Texas forever, that's a shame. So we're just asking for a pause. There's a few things that happened, some things I want to just clarify. Forrest Bias testified about more reverence. Hard to believe that we have more reverence for our defenders by moving them 500 feet away into the free speech area. That seems to me.
Yes.
And I appreciate the applause, but let's not do that right now, please. Out of line of sight, I don't know how much better a sight you can get at the Alamo than where that cenotaph stands right now, instead of 500 feet away. Safer and more protected, obviously that won't be safer and more protected because it's 500 feet away in the free speech area. More prominent place, the words
heck is a free speech
from
area?
the General Land Office and the Alamo plan.
I thought that was the United States.
How can it be more prominent than where the defenders died and where the monument stands right now? Then to answer for Lori Houston in San Antonio, city of San Antonio, about the questionnaire where 60% of the people were in favor of moving the cenotaph. Let me read you the question. The question reads, are you in favor of adding the names of the are you in favor of repair and restoring the Alamo cenotaph and the names of the missing defenders and relocate the cenotaph to a prominent location just outside the historic mission footprint visible from the church? That's the question to answer whether you're in favor of
No wonder.
the cenotaph or not.
Jeez.
Of course, you're in favor of all the other things. That's just not a good question when you have 6 or 7 things to answer yes to. So that's the question. We did 2 questionnaires. We've done 2 different polls. One by the city San Antonio councilmen themselves back in December, when they had 3 precincts and asked if they were in favor of moving the cenotaph during these deliberations in city council. And all 3 of the city council or the city council precincts were 60% do not move the cenotaph. When they asked the question, are you in favor of moving the cenotaph? Simple question. Then we did a telephone poll a few months earlier throughout the whole state of Texas. Same result, 60% were not in favor of moving the cenotaph, and the question was simple. Unfortunately, there's been some misrepresentations. That's why we need a pause, so that we can talk about the future history of Texas. And again, to come back to Mr. Wilson, speaking about the Phil Collins Museum pieces that would be put in the museum. That museum does need to start, being built by 2021, but it doesn't speak at all about the cenotaph. The cenotaph is not moved, and the current museum plan location does not require the removal of the cenotaph to commence construction. Again, we're just asking for a pause so that we can all talk about these things, and you can hear there's a lot of different stories being told. And so we just want to be able to put a pause. That's all we're asking for. This legislative session is going to go down in history as to how each one of us in the legislature decides what to do with our defenders and with the monument to our defenders and what happens at the Alamo. I just want to read one thing before I close. This is from Colonel Barrett Travis while he was in the battle or in the Alamo waiting for Santa Anna to attack. And he said, let the convention go on, the convention that would make a Declaration of Independence. And we will then understand, and the world will understand what we are fighting for. If independence is not declared, I shall lay down my arms. And so the men under my command, but under the flag of independence, Texas independence, we are ready to peril our lives 100 times a day, and end it with victory or death. We're just asking for a pause. That's the vote we're taking. And I thank you for this opportunity. HB 1836. And I hope for your favorable vote.
Mr. Johnson, you have a question or no?
Representative Beaver,
Yes.
how would you like an unlikely supporter to your bill?
Wow. You got it.
No. Be careful.
Too late. Too late.
Be careful.
I think I already said it. Get her filled.
Are you in favor of adding names to the cenotaph?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Would you be in favor of adding all of the names of the slaves that fought at the battle
Yes.
of the Alamo?
Yes.
Do you know their names?
Let's find them out.
Do you know their names?
I can ask some people in the audience if you'd like, if they know the names.
Because there were a lot of slave owners that fought at the battle of Alamo. But I don't hear nobody out here talking about it. I only hear you talking about those brave men, and I heard them call them by name. But I didn't hear any of the slaves called by name. And I looked through the cenotaph and there was none there. There's one, two. So why don't we start looking at the history, and as we want to collect this history, let's collect this history, but let's make sure we tell the entire story. Because if we tell the entire story, then we can be on the same page. But let's not leave certain parts of our history out, because we want to make sure that our children's children understand what the battle was all about.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a battle to ensure the independence of Texas,
Amen.
the independence for Texans to own slaves. So let's make sure we keep that story going too.
Well, we'll definitely keep you informed on this, Jarvis, or Representative Johnson.
Mr. Bierman?
Mr. Chair,
Yes.
just a quick comment.
Here from Hawkins.
Thank you. I just want to thank everybody for coming. It is so wonderful to see our folks come out and to their capital and to give their views. So I want to thank both sides for being in attendance and sharing your concerns and your views. And I want you to know, as a member representing Alamo City, I want to personally thank each and every one of you for being here. Thank you, as Mr. Beaver closes.
Thank you, Mr. Hawkins.
Thank you. Appreciate that, Representative. If there is no further questions, I close, and I just ask for your favorable vote on this, again, for a pause in what happens.
At this time, the chair withdraws the committee substitute to HB 1836, and HB 1836 will be left pending at this time.